Hi, Susie.
Hi, Jamie.
Let me ask you, what first made you consider becoming a dietflex coach?
Yeah, well, I learned a little bit about dietflex, had seen the impact it had had on a lot of, especially women's lives, seen the changes they'd made, and was pretty blown away by that huge life shift that it created in a lot of women.
So you're talking about the coaches or the clients?
The clients. Yeah,
Okay.
seeing the clients and wanting sort of that kind of role as extra work for me, which was positive. Obviously, also the income side of things. So yeah, it was a nice way to earn a little bit extra. Really interacting with women who are looking to make positive changes in their life, and yeah, the business setup was easy for someone like me who didn't have any background in business personally. Really, so yeah, it just seemed like a good fit for me.
And you live in country Queensland, correct?
I do. That's right.
And your main job is graphic designer, webmaster, and things like that.
Yeah, totally unrelated to weight loss, health, whatever. Yeah, obviously enjoy interacting with these women, and the training works, and I've got extra support when I need it. If I don't know how to answer a question or I don't know how to support someone, I can reach out to you or the other coaches and get the help that I need and get back to my clients and help them get over a hurdle or whatever.
And how many hours a week are you dedicating to your dietflex business?
Currently, I'm actually only coaching 2 hours. I'm working up to 3 hours. So, but yeah, the initial setup was a bit more for just doing the training, obviously, and getting that many clients. But that only took a few weeks, really.
How long was the initial training? How many weeks did that take you?
Oh, the initial training only took me a week to do all of that. But then once you're actually having the sales calls and chatting with women and following up and things, that's just a few more hours. So I would say probably maybe 6 or 8 hours where I had to mentally focus during the week to try to get my initial 8 clients that I've got now. So
fantastic.
But yeah,
now
it's right. Just 2 hours a week and really lovely.
And is that generating a nice little extra income for you?
Yeah, nice little extra bit of play money, which is nice.
Great. And did you have any background in weight loss or coaching before you joined?
No, none.
Cool. So no qualifications. And what appealed to you about the ability to work from home versus commuting to an office or workplace?
Well, what's not to like, really? especially when you're only working a couple of hours, you can fit that in around. You can set your own schedule, and your clients understand, and you explain to them that you're having them back to back. So I can just pop into my office here and I sort of break it up an hour one day and an hour another day, and yeah, and that it works really well. Obviously, no commute. So.
Oh, and the coaching via Zoom, so they don't come to you. Where are your clients located?
All over the east coast of Australia, actually.
Okay.
I think the furthest south I have someone, even though we advertise locally here in central Queensland, somehow somebody in Victoria saw my ad, so I've got a client in Victoria, Newcastle, Sunshine Coast.
So you're in 3 states?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And what made dietflex feel like something you could actually do?
The training, really. Watching the videos and seeing, okay, like it is, there were elements for sure that were outside of my comfort zone, but, anything worth doing usually is. So just following the training and making myself do the role plays, have a little practice, understanding that it's just a skill. Obviously, anything is just going to improve with time and training and practice. So just viewing it like that, kind of almost like a game.
And a lot of women worry that they're not tech savvy enough, like to have a Zoom call. Got any thoughts on that?
I did have a few ladies who were a bit nervous about that, but I was able to talk them through just over the phone. And they had to download Zoom onto their phone, and we managed fine. We got connected, and yeah, you just take your time and be patient with them, and then they're happy that they've worked out how to do it. And then if they actually do become a client, there's no problems. Like you just constantly, they're hopping on Zoom and they're waiting in line, and it's just quite easy. Yeah.
But what would you say to a potential coach who has never used Zoom?
Oh, it doesn't take long to work out how to use, and you'll get the training that you need from the dietflex team.
I suppose all they need is a reasonably recent laptop and an internet connection. They could actually operate from a caravan, couldn't they?
Oh, definitely. Look, and especially with satellite internet or something, yeah, totally doable.
Now, some people worry this is like multi-level marketing.
Well, it's not. You're your own. How's that for an answer?
Yeah. We spoke earlier, but can you tell us a story of a client that you've really helped, that it stuck with you, that one of your clients?
Yeah, sure. So one lady, I met with her, and it had an impact on me because I could see it was a real struggle for her. She'd been trying basically for the last, 10 or 15 years to eat well. And we went through what she was eating, and she was, really trying hard to lose the weight that she wanted to lose and being diligent, and it just wasn't working for her. And she was frustrated and kind of despondent. Anyway, in the initial call, she said, oh, look, I'll have to really decide whether this is for me. Got back to me a week later and said, yep, I've got to do something, so let's do it. That was 6 weeks ago. She's lost in her first 6 weeks, been an outstanding weight loss member, and lost 9.6 kilos.
Wow.
She's back in skirts. She told me she's had this skirt that she's had sitting in the cupboard for 20 years, obviously with the plan to get back in it. And she put it on and she said to her husband, you remember this skirt? And he said, yep.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, and I mean, even the last 2 weeks of her in that first 6 weeks, week 5 and week 6, she was traveling, but she was able to still eat on plan and get to that goal of 9.6. And she just feels amazing, and she's blown away that it just works. And it's fantastic to see the change in her demeanor. Even just she feels confident. She knows what works for her body now, and it's great.
Well, that's fantastic. And Susie, has the income side of things surprised you?
Yeah, I mean, considering you're only working a couple of hours a week, it's great. And, I've set up with Go Cardless so that just happens automatically. I get a little notification on my phone saying, oh, you've been paid this much once now that the weekly payments are coming through. And, yeah, it's really easy.
Would you mind sharing sort of roughly what does that work out per hour that you're earning?
Yep. So for the 2 hours, that would be, about $120 an hour.
Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? Does that make any difference to you and your family, that extra money?
Sure does. Yeah, absolutely. With things going up, it gets a bit hairy, so that little extra buffer makes a big difference. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, and if someone's watching and said, maybe this could work for me, what would you say to them?
Give it a go. Like, reach out to Jamie and have a chat and just be honest. Like, say, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to be. You will get the support you need. You will get the training you need.
Because you're not becoming a dietary expert. You're just guiding them through an expert system.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, well, Susie, look, thanks for sharing your journey so far, and I wish you every success. And for anybody watching the video so far, if you want to find any information, just click the link below, learn more, register, and book in a call, and we will have a chat. So thanks for watching. And Susie, thanks for sharing.
No worries. Thanks, Jamie.